Hello everyone. So today's story will let us practice our colour signs. Are you ready? This is a clue. Maybe this will help you guess what this book could be. Do you know the sign for yellow? Can you remember that one? Very good. Yellow. Do you know the sign for pink? Can you remember the sign for pink? Pink. Do you know the sign for blue? Very good. On the back of your hand, backwards and forwards. Very good. Blue. Do you know the sign for purple? Here we go. Purple. How about the sign for red? It's a tricky one. Can you remember this one? Red. Do you know the sign for, which ones haven't we done yet? Orange. Do you know the sign for orange? Very good. Do you know the sign for black? We've got that one there. Yes, we do. Just here. Can you see that one? The sign for black. And do you know the sign for this one? The sign for white. Good. Excellent. So we've had a chance to practice our colours. So we turn the book round and find which one it is today. If you're ready, here we are. So today our story is about Elmer the elephant, who is a patchwork elephant. Can you see lots and lots of colours? He's very colourful. Do we know what patchwork means? Can I just show you this one? Now this is a patchwork blanket that got made for me. Can you see what happened? My mum made this a long time ago. So she made little squares and knitted squares and then she sewed them all together. And that is what we call patchwork. And she made it for my little teddy bear called Sooty. So you can have your blanket back. It's okay, you can have that. Right, so if we're ready, we will begin our story. Here we go. Elmer the elephant. And this one of the students asked before, so I hope you enjoy our story today. There was once a herd of elephants. Elephants young, elephants old, elephants tall, elephants fat and thin, elephants like this, elephants like that, but all different and all happy and all the same colour. That is, except Elmer. And here he is. Can you see him? He is definitely not elephant colour. What colour are elephants? Can you remember? Yeah, they're grey. So elephants are grey and Elmer is many things, but I don't think you can see any grey on Elmer at all. So here we are. Here are all the other elephants. Can you see? They are all grey, all happy, but they are all the same. Here we go. Let's find out what happens next. Elmer was very different. Elmer was patchwork. Are you ready to sign? Here we go. Elmer was yellow and orange and red and pink and purple and blue and green and black and white. Elmer was not elephant coloured at all. Here he is, looking amazing. Can you see him in the picture? Can you see all those different colours? Lots and lots of lovely colours, but definitely no grey, no elephant colour at all. Here we go. What is going to happen next? It was Elmer who kept all the other elephants happy. Sometimes he joked with other elephants, sometimes they joked with him. But if there was even a little smile, usually it was Elmer who started it. So what does Elmer do? You're right, he makes everybody happy. Can you see them all laughing and joking with Elmer? Sometimes he starts the joke, sometimes they start the joke, but he makes them all feel very happy. But one night, Elmer couldn't sleep and for thinking. And the thinking that he was thinking was that he was tired of being different. Who ever heard of a patchwork elephant, he said. No wonder they laugh at me. In the morning, before the others were really awake, Elmer slipped quietly away unnoticed. So he's sneaking off somewhere. Where is he going? Can you see him in the picture? Sneaking off. All the other elephants are still sleeping, but Elmer is sneaking off. Where's he going to? I wonder. As he walked through the jungle, Elmer met other animals. They always said, "Good morning, Elmer." And each time Elmer smiled and said, "Good morning," back to them. So can you see him walking through the jungle? What animals can you see? Is there a lion? Or a tiger? Or a giraffe? Or a crocodile? Or a turtle? Can you see them? Is there a hippo as well? I think there might be in that picture. Can you see it? And as he walks by, all the animals say, "Hello, Elmer." And he says hello back. I wonder where Elmer's going. After a long walk, Elmer found what he'd been looking for. It was a large bush covered with berries, sort of elephant-coloured berries. Elmer caught hold of the bush and shook it and shook it and shook it till all the berries fell to the ground. Can you see him pulling at the bush? And can you see the berries that are all elephant coloured? Elmer, what are you doing? What is he up to? I wonder. Once the ground was covered with berries, Elmer lay down and he rolled over and over, this way and that way and back again. And then he picked up bunches of berries and rubbed them all over himself until he was covered with berry juice, and there wasn't any sign of, are we ready? Going to do more signing, until there wasn't any sign of yellow or orange or red or pink or purple or blue or green or black or white. When he'd finished, Elmer looked like any other elephant. Can you see him? He's now turned from his lovely colours, all grey like all the other elephants. Here he is. Can you see him in the picture? Rolling this way and that way and this way and that way and rubbing berries on himself until he was grey like all the other elephants. Elmer, what are you doing? I don't know. After that, Elmer set off back to the herd. On the way, he passed other animals again. This time they said, "Good morning, elephant." And each time Elmer smiled and said, "Good morning," because he was pleased that he wasn't recognised, so they didn't know who he was. Can you see? They're not saying "Good morning, Elmer," they're saying "Good morning, elephant." And that makes him feel happy. He is enjoying being the same as all the other elephants. When Elmer rejoined the other elephants, they were all standing quietly. None of them noticed Elmer as he worked his way to the middle of the herd. Can you see him sneaking his way right there into the middle? Can you see which one is Elmer? Can you spot him out? You're right, he's that one just there. Sneaked right into the middle. Elmer, what are you doing? After a while, Elmer felt as if something was wrong. But what? He looked around. Same old jungle, same old sky over their heads, same old rain clouds coming over from time to time, and lastly, same old elephants. Elmer looked at them. See, something's not right. I don't know what it is. Everybody standing here is the same old jungle, the same old sky, the same old rain clouds that sometimes float by, but something was not right. I wonder what? Should we find out? The elephants were standing absolutely still. Elmer had never seen them so serious before. The more he looked at the serious, silent, still standing elephants, the more he wanted to laugh. Finally, he could bear it no longer. He lifted up his trunk and at the top of his voice, he shouted. Can you see them all standing there? All serious and still. And in the end, what does Elmo do? Elmo shouts, "Boo!" in his loudest voice. Boo! Have you ever done that to anybody? Made them jump? Shall we see what happens to the elephants? Elmer, what are you doing? Oh my goodness. The elephants jumped and fell all ways in surprise. Oh my gosh, golly, they said. And then they saw Elmer and they were helpless with laughter. Elmer, they said, it must be Elmer. And then all the other elephants laughed too. They had never laughed so much before, so never laughed as much before. Oh my goodness, can you see them? They're tumbling this way and tumbling that way. Elmer's boo made them all laugh, so they're not serious anymore. They are all laughing. That's a good thing. As they laughed, the rain cloud burst and then the rain fell on Elmer. His patchwork started to show again. The elephant still laughed as Elmer washed back and was washed back to normal. "Oh, Elmer," gasped the old elephant, "you've played jokes on us before, but that was the biggest laugh of all. It didn't take long for you to show your true colours." Can you see him? He's back to being Elmer coloured again. That's better, right? That's how he should be. "We must celebrate this day every year," said the elephant. "It will be called Elmer's Day. All the elephants must decorate themselves and Elmer will decorate himself elephant coloured." So can you see them all giggling and laughing, and slowly Elmer turns back to his proper true elephant colours. His beautiful colourful patchwork. And that is exactly what elephants do. On one day a year, they decorate themselves and they parade up and down. On that day, if you happen to see an elephant in an ordinary elephant colour, you will know that it must be Elmer. So on that day, all the elephants are decorating themselves in different colours, just like Elmer. Can you see them parading around with their instruments, their drums and triangles? So if you see an elephant that is elephant coloured on that day, then you will know that it is Elmer. And there we are. And that is the end of this story. There are lots of other Elmer books. If you ask our librarian, Miss Gaffar, I'm sure she will tell you all about them. So do pop down to the library to borrow this book and any other. And what have we learned from this story? Because we always learn things from stories, don't we? What have we learned, do you think? I think you're right. Sometimes we think that it's good to be the same as everybody else, but actually we're supposed to be different. Everybody is supposed to be different, and we're supposed to celebrate how different we are, and that is how it should be. Just like Elmer is supposed to be colourful, he is not supposed to be grey. No, he's supposed to be who he is. Well, I hope you enjoyed the story. I will see you all soon. Bye bye for now.